Okay, so who wants to read the essential question for me today? I'll go with Lala. Okay, so how can we draw a picture graph to show data in the table? So that's actually what we're going to be doing with our data today later on. And I wanted to ask you guys real quick, where do you guys think that we would need to use this in real life, a picture graph? Anybody think of any examples?
You could probably use it for like math.
Okay, use it for math. So to figure out a math problem that you needed to solve, right?
You could use it for like voting.
For what?
Voting.
Roading?
No, voting.
Voting, got it. So voting, that's actually really good. Okay, what else? Could you think of anything else? Pictures. So pictures like what?
Like show how we could do the math equation in different ways, like the picture graph.
Yeah, so more math. Drawing a picture to figure out a math problem. I like it. Is there anything else that you guys can think of? Yeah, Mason.
Choosing which college you want to go to.
Choosing which college you want to go to. So kind of like mapping things out for yourself, okay? Okay, those are all really, really great answers. And so I wanted to move down on page 71. And can somebody read that, unlock the problem for me at the top? Lala. Okay, so it wants to know how you can show this data in a picture graph. So the green graph up there at the top, where it says field trip choices, we're going to draw a picture graph down at the bottom for that data. So it says step 1, write the title at the top of the picture graph. Write the name of a place on each row. So let's go ahead and take that data. So we're going to draw a box. Doesn't need to be super straight. You can see mine's not super straight. And a line at the top, and let's write field trip choices. So on your workbooks, write field trip choices at the top. It says step 2, look at the numbers in the table and choose a picture for the key. So I need somebody who can give me a simple picture that I can draw because I am no artist. Mason.
Star.
You're gonna use a star? What other ideas do we have? We're gonna choose together as a group. Yeah, Miguel.
A smile.
Okay, smiley face. And James.
A circle.
A circle. Circle, star, smiley face. Raise your hand for circle. Raise your hand for star. Raise your hand for smiley face. Ooh, it's pretty close on star and smiley face. Raise your hand for star. Raise your hand for smiley face.
Oh, it's 3 and 3.
We have to vote.
Okay, we'll go star. That one's easy. Okay, so let's look at the numbers in the graph, on the green graph. We have 6, 15, 12, and 9. So what number, or what do you think our star could represent? Yes, Bobia?
3.
3, good. That's a really good number for us to use because 3 can go into all of those numbers. So we can have our star equal 3. So stars equals 3. Is it students?
Yes.
3 students. So at the bottom, that's where your key is. And we write each star equals 3 students. Okay, so on museum, how many stars am I going to have? Yeah, Bobia?
2.
2 stars. And why do I have 2 stars?
Because 3 times 2 equals 6 and number 6.
Good. So 3 times 2 equals 6, and we have 6 that went to the museum. How many stars am I going to have for the Science Center? AJ? 5. And why is that?
Because 3 times 5 equals 15.
Good job. And for the aquarium, how many stars am I going to have? Yes, Tegan.
You're gonna have 4 stars because 4 times 3 was 12.
Perfect. And last one, how many stars am I going to have for zoo? Let me find somebody I haven't chosen yet. Miguel V, did you want to answer?
Yeah.
3. And why is that?
Because 3 times 3 is 9.
Good job. Very nicely done. So that was pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You think? So let's look at the bottom. It says, how did you decide how many pictures to draw for the Science Center? And I think we kind of already answered that. Bobby said that we wanted to use 3 because 3 goes into each number. So now, when you guys are looking at your graphs, at your data that you came up with for your Google Forms, I want you to be thinking about that when you see how many students voted for each option. Think about how many you can use. Just like we use stars for 3, you want to look and see what would be a good number that I could use. It might be 1, and that's okay too. It doesn't have to be more than 1. You can use 3, 5, or however many you want. So what I want you guys to do now is I want you to open up your Chromebooks. Get your Chromebooks out. Okay, we're coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Who wants to share a little bit about their results? Yeah, Mason.
No one picked strawberry. For caramel total truffle, it was 35. We had a tie with mint chip. For vanilla, it was 10%. Chocolate, 20%.
Okay, what was your question?
It was what's your favorite ice cream?
What's your favorite ice cream? So nobody picked strawberry. Okay, who else wants to share? Yeah, Miguel.
Nobody picked fish. 50% for dog. 33.3% for cat. And 16.7% for bunny.
Nice. So that was what was your favorite animal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Mine was what's your favorite book? And we got a tie between Amulet and the Day of the Transparent. But the most biggest one was Harry Potter.
That's a good one.
Let me ask you guys a question real quick. So when you're looking at your pie charts and it gives you a percentage, how can you figure out how many people that percentage? Because I don't know that everybody knows how to do that. How can you figure out what that percentage equals in people? Because that's how you're going to graph. Tegan, would you like to share?
Yes, so what you do is you click on is you put your mouse over it and it'll show the count.
Yes, you put your mouse over. So everybody right now, take your mouse, like don't push, just use your fingers and rub your little arrow over it. And if you go there, it'll say a number, like percentage with a number in white. So yeah, so that's how you're going to use that to help you make your graphs. That's pretty cool, huh? Okay.
So, waterfall. So, what I want you guys to do now, do you still have your notebooks out? Because what I want you to do is, I want you to write your numbers down that you got on your results. Write down the choices. So make a frequency table with the numbers. So you're gonna have your title up at the top, and then your choices over to the left. And then I want you to just write how many people voted. I don't want you to write the percentage. I want you to write how many people voted for that choice. So if it was favorite sport, you put soccer, volleyball, etc. And then you would go and put the number of people that voted for that sport or thing that you have on your chart.
Using the numbers. Yep.
So I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to do that. Even if you're not finished, I want your eyes up here really quick. Eyes up here. So we are going to now, below the frequency chart that you just made, now we're going to make our picture graph. Okay, so I want you to choose a number that you want your symbol to represent. I want you to take a look at your numbers and just take a look at your numbers and what numbers do you have?
Do you see patterns in there? Looking for patterns of 2,
I got
patterns of 3, patterns of 4. You're probably not going to get past. My recommendation is not to go past multiples of 3 because your graph won't be as exciting because we don't have a huge number. We only have 22 kids, so 4 max. Maybe if you have a lot of, but think about. And you could always use halves, right? You can use a half if you need to. So write down the number that's going to be your. You can go by 1. You can go by 1, 2, 3, or 4. Decide what you're going to do.
Okay, so I want you to start
1, 2, 3, or 4. Type
just
what
look
you're
at your
gonna
numbers, see what we can use.
do. You haven't written your numbers down yet. What are you looking for?
Instead of putting tallies, now you're putting a picture, a symbol. So we're not doing a tally chart, we're doing pictures. So also, if you have a symbol,
Write your numbers down.
if you have a symbol that's worth 2, but you need just, I need everybody's eyes here really quick. Eyes here. Okay, so if you have a symbol that's worth 2, if you have a symbol that's worth 2, but you need just 1 more on your chart, how do you draw that? What does that look like? A half of it. That's a good answer. So if you're drawing a smiley face, you would just draw half of a smiley face. If you're drawing a star, you would draw half of a star. Okay, so it's just like that. You guys track me? If you need to make your symbol equal 1, that's okay too. If you want to make your symbol equal 1, that's fine.
You can.
So let's say your symbol is a smiley face. Once you're done, give me a thumbs up so I know you're ready.
Right now, maybe you guys should share in your groups your rationales for the numbers that you chose. Each person in your group needs to say what they chose their scale to be and why you picked that number. Go. Each person.
Okay, so what you guys are going to do, we're going to go to Google Docs. Google Docs. So go to your waffle, go to Google Docs. And once you get there, we're going to create a table. Who knows how to create a table? Do we know how to create a table?
Yes.
Tegan? I see your...
When we create a table, like.
So when you create a table, what do you need to do?
So there's an insert button.
So we go to Insert.
There's a table thing, and then you can show how many columns.
We go
How
to
many columns and how
Insert
many rows.
and insert a table. And you need to choose how many rows that you need. So that's going to be how many rows that you need is how many answers that you have plus
Okay.
the title.